So,
Did you happen to see Twitter today?
so Joe Philbin declined to say that Aaron Rodgers is going to be his starter this week. Does that mean anything to you?
That sounds very familiar, but doesn't mean a whole lot. No, I can relate.
How you feeling after 9 sacks?
Not too bad. Thankfully, didn't get dinged up or anything, so a little sore, but not too bad.
Any of those sacks affect your shoulder?
No.
When you went back and watched those, how did you evaluate those, whether hot or whether it was just a protection gap? When you look at all the sacks.
Yeah, I think you can't put it on one person or one group. I think it was a little bit of everyone. I could have done a couple things differently. Line could have done a couple things differently. Backs, tight ends. It was really everyone that was involved. Unfortunately, failed at one point or the other. So definitely need to come back, regroup this week, and get back on track.
Your numbers at home are really good, and the teams as well. How would you describe the comfort level playing in the stadium here at this point?
Well, it's good. I think it always feels good to play at home in front of your home crowd. Obviously familiar with playing there. It's an honor to get to go out and step foot on that field every time we get to play at home. We want to put on a good show for our fans and win every game we play at home. So definitely something we look forward to.
Is there something different about the road that makes that such a drastic difference when you guys play?
It's always different playing on the road, right? It's snap count's different. The momentum of the game can change more rapidly, I think, on the road. But at the end of the day, it's football. So those things can have slight effects in the game, yes, but doesn't change the game, so to speak.
Brian, can you talk a little bit about Jacksonville's defense, why they're so good? I know 2 weeks ago they shut out the Colts, which is pretty impressive. What do you see when you look at the tape?
They're a talented team. I think it starts with the personnel. They have good players, from the front to the linebackers and the secondary, all the way through. They're really a solid team, kind of a lot like we saw last week, just of stacked up good players at every position. And they play fast. They keep things fairly simple. They play what they play. I think they do a good job of studying what teams do to attack them and really trying to lock those things down. So you have to give a lot of credit to the way they're playing right now. They've played well pretty much all season, through the ups and the downs of their season. You turn on the tape, you can't tell what score is by the way that they're playing. They're playing hard, they're flying around, excited to make plays. So I have a ton of respect for this defense.
How have you seen Kayla's growth from training camp, to last week and his explosion there?
Kayla's been huge for us. I think this is progression throughout OTAs, throughout training camp. Buying in, getting in the playbook, and learning what to do. And now you're starting to see that he's getting some opportunities in the backfield and on offense, and he's taking advantage. You saw some of his talent last week. Is not many guys can take that thing. 75 yards untouched. So he has the size to run tough, get the tough yards, but then he also has the breakaway speed to be able to finish those long runs. So he's kind of a rare combo in that regard of size and speed.
Coach Gay said today that he was shocked that Laremy didn't make the Pro Bowl. Maybe he will as an alternate or something, but how would you describe his growth? Yeah,
Laramy's been huge. Honestly, I'm shocked too. He's been such a good player for us this year. Really disappointed to not hear him announced as a Pro Bowl player. Think he's been every bit of that for us, and the way he's played, both in the run and the pass game. He's strong, he's athletic, he's everything you look for in a tackle. So, we have a ton of confidence in Laremy, and I think he should get a little bit more respect for it.
Ryan, we know every week in this league that you guys are always playing for a job, but when you have to face a team that has had a rough season like Jacksonville, those guys are playing for jobs. How much more dangerous does that make them?
Like I said, they've played hard all year. You can't turn on the tape and see guys loafing or looking like they don't want to be out there. They're playing hard, they're flying around. I think they take a lot of pride in playing good football on defense. So, like I said, we have a ton of respect for them and know that they're going to come out and play hard against us.
When you're under duress like you were on Sunday, do you talk to your guys demand better, or do you just sit there and take it, or what is the reaction to 9 sacks?
I think initially it's just trying to get it corrected, right? So you go look in the sideline, hey, what happened? Where was the miscommunication or the misstep? You know, if it's a mental thing, that's when, you know, I kind of get a little ticked off. You know, if it's some guy getting beat, you know, that's going to happen, right? They get paid too over there. But yeah, I think the frustrating part was we had a few mental errors and sacks that free runners that we shouldn't have been having free runners. So those are the frustrating ones that I think you look back and you're mad about, just because we should have some opportunities and we didn't get to take a shot.
Are you talking about the stunts and stuff like that?
Yeah, stunts or secondary guys adding on. You know that protection has built-in answers for that, and we weren't able to get them. So yeah, like I said, it's mixed around on every group, but the mental error ones are the ones that frustrate you the most.
How does communication roll between, I guess, the center pointing out snaps and you? Like, who has that main responsibility, and how does it shift off?
Yeah, and in our offense, the quarterback handles the mic points, and as far as all the protections and everything go. So, you know, that's on me to make sure it's set right, and we're picked up either by hot or by protection.
Do you think because of your ankle injury is one reason why they felt like they could pressure you so much?
I don't think so. You'd have to ask them. You know, I don't know. I felt all right. You know, I got outside a couple times. I think we started the game with a naked, so I think showed early on that we're going to be able to get outside and move a little bit. So I wouldn't say so, but you know, maybe they think otherwise.
How was the ankle?
It's doing well. You know, it's progressing. Obviously, still doesn't feel too good, but we're headed the right direction. Good. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.